All right, first of all, Stefan, thanks so much for joining us here on Astro Premier League. It's really nice to meet you. We want to get to know you. Who is Stefan Ortega? So we've got a couple of questions from fans, some of the most asked questions to know a little bit more about you. So, where did Stefan grow up? What was your childhood like?
I was born in a little city called Hofgeismar. It's like really in the middle of Germany. And I grew up in a smaller village called Calden. I think we had like 4,000 people living there, so quite small. But it was a nice time because it was really peaceful. I had a lot of friends. We just played football from morning till evening. Yeah, it was quiet there. Easy life. But my memories are really nice to this time.
So you talk about playing football as a kid. I'm curious what position you usually play when you're kicking about with your friends.
I'm not sure if it was famous here as well in England. We played we had two games. A big one was like, there was one goalkeeper and then 20 kids played against each other, and who scored the goal was in the next round.
Okay, yeah, I
so
get
like
you.
a World Cup, but just as a single player. There we switched the keepers after every round, and then when we played like a 7v7, it was always the last man was keeper. So we played every position. So I was not starting as a regular goalkeeper when I was young.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that must be really fun. So when you were growing up at that time, who was your football idol?
There were many, but goalkeepers, there I had two. It was like Oliver Kahn,
Of course.
the German legend, yeah, and Iker Casillas, because I'm half Spanish, half German. So I had like two different goalkeepers, which I really admired this time, because obviously Oliver Kahn was amazing in his mentality, and Iker Casillas, for example, he was like not the tallest goalkeeper, but I think his career was amazing, and he showed, especially keepers like me who are not like 2 meters tall, that you can achieve a lot.
Do you find that is a challenge when you're, I guess, the perception that you should be really tall as a goalkeeper, but when you're not maybe as tallest goalkeeper in the world, what are some of the challenges that you have to learn to adapt your game to ensure that you're always at a top level?
Yeah, there are many things. For example, like our position has to be different to one who's like, for example, 2 meters, because we just can't reach that space in the same position like the other one. So you have to play a bit with your position. But on the other side, I think we smaller keepers, I hate this word because I think you just have to be good. You have different qualities which bigger keepers don't have, like the flexibility,
mobility.
So there's always a part of good things and probably bad things. So yeah, but finally, it's not like, I think it was 80s, 90s where all the managers said, no, my keeper has to be big and has to kick the ball long as possible. I'm really happy that the mind of goalkeepers changed.
Yeah, you talk about smaller keeper. I stand next to you, I'm half your size, so let's not even talk about small at the moment. Okay, next question. Was Stefan a good student in school?
Depends.
What do you mean depends?
Like, for example, in sports or history, I was really good, but on the other side, there were a few pieces where I struggled a bit. I think it was an average one.
What subjects do you struggle with, usually?
Math.
Math, okay.
Quite tough. Then English. English was hard.
English is fine now?
Yeah, it's fine now. But yeah, it was like a typical boy, obviously. Just tried to play with my friends, and the concentration was sometimes a bit better, sometimes a bit less. So I would say I was average in school.
What other sports did you play?
When I was young, I tried to play everything, like every sports with ball. So we played handball, table tennis.
Did you play badminton by any chance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had to play this in school, to be fair, yeah.
Because badminton's really popular in Malaysia, where I'm from. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, in summer we play it quite often because you don't need that much space, and obviously in your garden you put just a net on and play with family and friends. Yeah, and right now I'm playing a bit golf. Yeah.
Of course. Did you play any musical instrument though?
No.
No.
No. I wish I could.
If you could, what would you choose to play?
Piano.
Okay. Why piano?
When people plays on the piano, it looks so peaceful, and it's like, yeah, I wish I could bring me down a few times to settle down. You know, when the life is a bit busy, and people on the piano, they look always so relaxed.
Well, that's your 2025 New Year's resolution then, to pick up piano lessons.
Let's see, yeah.
Okay, is Stefan a chill or is he a serious person?
Depends. In my job, I'm German. We're really straight, serious in work. Yeah, always right in time. But off the pitch, I'm really chilled. Try to be funny. Try to laugh about myself. Yeah, and try to, especially now with the kids, which I have, you find your inner kid again. So yeah, I don't take it too serious, the life, because you just have to enjoy it every second you have.
So who's the biggest influence in Stefan's career?
Oof. That's a good question. A lot of people were on my way. But I would say it's myself, because when I look back to the Stefan 15 years ago to now, there's just a big change in the person. So I would say, yeah, it's myself, because I can say probably that I'm not a better person right now, but with more experience, you know what I mean? Like, you learn much more about yourself.
What would you say to yourself 15 years ago?
Be more straight.
Don't fool around, just be focused.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Stefan a fashionable person?
Not really. Depends as well. Like, but for example, if I go to training today, I'm not really bothered about if I have a tracksuit on or good piece. It's more my wife who's always saying, like,
she dresses you.
Yeah, a bit like, buy this, try this on, and I'm a bit more like, oh no.
So is her style and your style similar, or are you like, maybe she's a little bit too fashionable? Like, I like to keep it simple.
Yeah, I like to keep it simple. She's a bit more like, oh no, I try different things, and I'm a bit boring.
Okay. Talk to me about your relationship with Ederson. Obviously, as two competing goalkeepers, what's that like?
Good. We have a good relationship to each other from day one, because of course, the scouting department here at City is really smart. They don't bring any player in where they know who can be a bad person. So with the whole team, there's a good vibe, and with him as well. We support each other. Obviously, everyone tries to get this spot, because as a keeper, there's only one position.
Yeah.
But we all do the same every day, so the relation is good. When I play, he supports me the opposite way as well, because there's no time for hate.
Yeah.
So that's quite good.
In terms of personality, would you say you guys are similar, or are you two different?
In some terms we're the same, but of course in some terms we're a bit different. But at the end, I would say, especially as a person and goalkeeper, we're almost similar.
Right. What's your favorite Manchester City memory so far? Because there's one that comes to my mind, so I don't know whether it's what you're thinking of.
There are a few. I know which you are gonna say.
Of course.
Of course, personal. For me, the save last year against Tottenham was amazing. Especially all the reactions after the game. But yeah, I would say the first year was the biggest for me because in my first year we won the treble. I got so many new experience. I met so many new persons, and this year was like, especially for me and my wife, a big change in our life.
Brilliant. That's safe. I have a clip. Do you mind just talking us through what went through your mind? You feel free to click play there. So what was going through your head at this point?
Many things. First, I was like, because you can see me, I go a bit back. It was like, okay, Manu, pass me the ball. But then I realized, Son is quite, no, it was Johnson who steal the ball. He was quite quick. And then at the end, I was just like looking a bit to Ruben to see how far he is of Son, because sometimes in these situations you try to win time for your defender who tries to go into the ball, but then at the end, I was looking all the time to Son, and we was thinking about what he's gonna do, what he did in the past, but it goes so quick at the end. But I don't know, I had the feeling he's going on my right side, so yeah.